Kenji sat in his home, staring at the broken pieces of his favorite pot on the floor. It had fallen from the shelf and shattered into pieces. This pot has been with me for years. I've taken such good care of it, and now it's gone, Kenji thought, feeling a pang of loss. Seeking comfort, Kenji went to the Zen Master and asked, "Master, why does it hurt so much when I lose something I cared about? It was just a pot, but I feel as though I've lost a part of myself." The Zen Master listened patiently and nodded. "Kenji, let me tell you a story. There was once a man named Hiro, who had a beautiful clay pot. This pot was precious to him, not only because it was useful, but because it had been passed down through generations in his family. Hiro would polish it daily, admiring its smooth surface and perfect shape. He cherished it so much that he became obsessed with keeping it safe, never allowing it out of his sight. One day, as Hiro was cleaning the pot, his hand slipped, and the pot fell to the ground, shattering into countless pieces. Hiro was devastated. He fell to his knees, trying to gather the shards, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't put the pieces back together. An old woman passing by saw his sorrow and asked, "Why are you so upset?" Hiro replied, "This pot was part of my family for generations. I've cared for it for years, and now it's broken. I feel as though I've lost a part of myself." The old woman smiled kindly and said, "But Hiro, the pot was never yours to keep forever. All things in life come and go. The pot served its purpose while it lasted, but now it's time to let it go. You see, holding on too tightly to anything, whether it's an object or an idea, only leads to suffering. The pot may be broken, but your memories and the joy it brought are still with you." Hiro listened and realized that his attachment to the pot had caused him more pain than the loss itself. He understood that nothing in this world is permanent, and by clinging to the pot, he had forgotten the simple truth that all things must pass. Kenji reflected on the story, feeling its meaning sink in. He had felt the same attachment to his pot. The object itself wasn't the source of his pain, it was his attachment to it that caused his suffering. The Zen Master continued, "Kenji, like Hiro, you are clinging to something that was never meant to last forever. When we attach ourselves to material things, we set ourselves up for disappointment, because everything in this world is temporary. The pot served you well while you had it, but now, it's time to let go." Kenji looked down, understanding that his grief came not from the loss of the pot itself, but from his refusal to accept its impermanence. "But Master," Kenji asked, "how do I let go of something I cared about so much?" The Zen Master smiled. "You let go by realizing that everything in this world is borrowed, even our time here. The more you cling to objects or outcomes, the more suffering you invite. Appreciate what you have while it lasts, and when it is time for it to go, let it go with gratitude, knowing that it has served its purpose." Kenji felt a sense of peace wash over him. He realized that while the pot was gone, its presence in his life had brought him joy, and that was enough. "Kenji, everything in life is temporary. We often suffer not because things change or break, but because we refuse to let go of them. Attachment to material things only leads to pain. When we learn to appreciate what we have and release it when the time comes, we free ourselves from suffering." Have you ever felt the pain of losing something material, like Kenji? How did you cope with that feeling of loss? Share your stories in the comments below, and let's discuss how to find peace in letting go. Remember, the things we love are not ours to keep forever. When we learn to appreciate what we have and let go when the time comes, we find peace. If this story helped you reflect on attachment and letting go, like this video and subscribe for more wisdom-filled stories. And share this with someone who might be struggling to let go of something in their life. In this story, we learn that attachment to material possessions causes suffering because nothing in life is permanent. By holding on to things too tightly, we set ourselves up for disappointment. True peace comes from appreciating what we have while it lasts and letting go when the time comes. When we release our attachment, we free ourselves from unnecessary pain.